Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. What I'm going to show you today is the chassis that you've seen in my previous videos if you're already a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell if you want to keep updates of some of the projects I'm working on. Well, what I'm showing you, the chassis that you saw in my previous video on my wife's 1955 Ford project, when I did the chassis black, it actually turned out quite a dull finish. Well, I didn't like it. It seemed to get a lot of dirt that would stay onto the metal on the paint, and it would make a dusty look. So I decided to sand all that back off and do a base coat clear coat. Also, with the engine painted and the transmission painted, I went along, I got all the new brake system put on, and also got all the control arms, spindles, larger spindles that I used off of Mountaineer, and upper control arms, all the front end, new rack pinion, everything new. So we're gonna go ahead, swipe right into that. I'm gonna show you the progress. I've got just some few tools here laying here. You're gonna have to forgive the shop being so dirty in here. Been doing a lot of work. In a previous video, you see where I cleaned all these metal pieces right here up using the Purple Power solution. That's going to be all the accessories. Here you can actually tell it's of course dirty, but it turns out a lot nicer with it shiny. Now on this side, you can see in the kit I replaced the outer tie rod. The kit came with the outer tie rod. It also came with the ball joint for the lower, the upper control arm, and the rod here for your sway bar link. Those are some of the things this kit came with, and I needed to replace those because the ball joints are actually larger on the bottom for the Mountaineer spindle, which I replaced. I also ordered the drilled and slotted rotors, and I think those look a whole lot better. I used the hammer tone silver paint and then the hammer tone on the dust shield and the spindle to give it a little bit different look than this black, and then replaced my rack and pinion in the front and done the same thing on the other side. And with the motor, all the wiring has been removed from the motor. In a video that will be pulled up after this, you can check out how I get all my wiring clean. A lot of you guys want to know how to clean your wiring and get all your engine accessories cleaned up without having to do anything like corrosive, sandblasting, things like that. I'll show you how to get that clean. We're going to be putting on some long tube headers that I've ordered for the truck. I'm removing the EGR valve system, and I'm going to be getting all that assembled along with the shifter in this truck. It was made for a Ford Ranger because this is a Ford Ranger transmission. I ordered a Hurst shifter, which actually raises this up and it makes the shifter sequentials from first all the way to fifth and reverse a lot tighter. And those are quite expensive, but from everybody I've talked to, they're well worth the money. As for the frame, before you saw the frame, it was really dull. I've actually taken all that down, sanded it, which was just a flat chassis black, and went with a base coat clear coat. I think it turned out a lot nicer being base coat clear coated. Also, all the brakes in the rear, the drums, those have all been replaced. All the way through, everything's been replaced basically on the truck. This pipe that hooks up here, that's all new, which is going to go into a long tube header. And the dirt just wipes off. You can see it's just dirt. So it's a lot nicer having the base coat clear rather than that flat color that I had on there. And I think it all turned out real well. But that's just wanted to go ahead and get an updated video showing you guys the chassis and where I'm at on my progress. I haven't been doing very many videos lately. I didn't give a real good in-depth video on this section. You do see on the video that I made all this front cross member for the Ford 55 front end to mount. Well, these I picked up at a local F100 car show, and these are just the replacement frame horns, which I put a gusset in the back and welded onto the front so I can use my factory front bumper. But that's it. That's the update on the 55 Ford F100 frame system. Alright guys, that's it for this segment of the video. Just showing you where I changed the frame over from a standard chassis black single stage to a base coat clear, which I think will hold up a lot better. And some of the front accessories which I put on, the spindles and control arms, some of the things of that nature, and having the wheels actually put on the frame. But don't forget to hit the subscribe and like button. If you have any questions on this build, just go ahead and hit me up in the comment section. But until next time, I'm going to go ahead and start getting those wires cleaned up, get the intake and accessories painted, and I'm going to put on this engine. Thanks for watching.